Addison Kara group of institutions, Budur from a bridge between industry and institute. He got inception into the field of electronics in the year 1988 at his age of hardly 14 years. He guided diploma students with a project in the year 1989. The taste to create technology emerged in him as he grew, chiseled him to form an asset to the industry and academics. His innovative thoughts and developments are adopted and visible across the country in the market. The least few prominent references are electronic steering for cars, auto gear shift, diesel engine governor, data communication through telephone line, solar tracking system, high capacity SMPS, modular power supplies, high capacity UPS and inverters. During recent years, he has taken an attachment to Vedic technology and has ported Vedic mathematics into microcontrollers. This was showcased in an international conference and published in Technical Monthly magazine EFY. 9 different kinds of technical articles published in the magazine are into his account. 9 international conference on different kinds of technologies and 6 papers in international journals in a span of 3 months. His recent development goes into implementation of sine approximation formula of Bhaskara 1 of 6th century into microcontroller to develop sine wave for UPS. Presently, he is working on unique model of audio compression in a Vedic way. This would replace MP3 audio format with its compression ratio and bettering audio quality. Very well-known personality in Hyderabad. He is participated in various technical conferences as well as he has written various articles named as Analog Design, a challenge but satisfying option. Second one, he is also keen on using proper Raspberry Pi for military applications. Implementing gesture recognition in your project. And last one article is Vedic mathematics in microcontrollers. Also, he has published various papers in international journals. Number 1, fuzzy logic controlled diesel engine governor. Second, fuzzy logic power drive and regenerative braking for HEV. Simplified, next one, simplified waves and sound audio pulse with modulation for single phase inverter. Next one, smart redundant electronic energy delivery electronic vehicle interface. Next one, fuzzy logic control on ancient Indian mathematical derived SPWM. And last one, paper published in international journal, that is fuzzy logic control on solid state servo voltage stabilizer. He has lot of experience in regard the innovation, like as on UPS, online UPS up to 30 kV capacity, so and so various innovations he has made in the specific subject or area. Next one, he is working on various, he is playing various roles at various institutions. Number 1, Interlude Multidisciplinary Research Center as an technical consultant, DST and DSIR projects for institutions and industry, international journal publications and conferences, industrial automation. Second is Director Technical Isavesa Technologies, Technical Consultancy, DSIR projects, industrial projects. Also, he is a director, technical Calon Instruments, technical consultancy, DSIR projects, industrial projects, and last one role is director technical accord power convergence, technical consultancy, DSIR projects, and industrial projects. He is linked with various institutions as like Chaitanya Bharati Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, Anurag College of Engineering, Hyderabad, Vidya Jyoti Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technology. Also, he is linked with industrial sector also, Incom Tel Limited, Axiom Energy Conversion Private Limited, RAP Motors Private Limited, High-Tech Connectors India Private Limited, ER Electronics Private Limited, Scintillation Inc. Inc. Metronics Private Limited, Amisha Foods Private Limited, Infinity Inc. Also, he is linked with various labs like as DRDO, ADA, LRD, Sanary. This is the profile of the Honorable P.C. Reddy sir, very eminent person we have today, and thankful to all, and also Reddy sir who is accept our invitation and give me a chance to conduct such type of webinar in collaboration with IIC Institute Innovation Cell and Department of Commerce, Dharwadi College, Dharwadi. Thank you.
I request today's session President, Principal Dr. B.S. Balwan sir for address the gathering. Over to you, sir. Dr. B.S. Balwan sir.
हेलो मैडम.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, मेरे आवाज आपके पास आती है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हेलो.
Yes, sir.
आज हमारे महाविद्यालय में MHRD नई दिल्ली के तहत स्थित इनोवेशन कौशल जो सेल है, इस सेल की ओर से आयोजित एक दिवसीय राज्य स्तरीय वेबिनार के प्रमुख अतिथि श्रद्धेय पीसी रेड्डी सर, हमारे महाविद्यालय के IPC सेल के कोऑर्डिनेटर डॉक्टर दड़त जी, इनोवेशन सेल की चेयरमैन डॉक्टर शेख पीए, मेरे सहयोगी डॉक्टर डोवाड़ी एमजे और वेबिनार के संयोजक बीडी जादव जी और इस ऑनलाइन वेबिनार में सम्मिलित हुए महाविद्यालय के छात्रगण, मैं आप सबका महाविद्यालय की ओर से स्वागत करता हूं और इस समारोह के प्रमुख अतिथि डॉक्टर पीसी रेड्डी जी को इस महाविद्यालय के संदर्भ में थोड़ी सी जानकारी देना चाहता हूं। ये छात्र अध्ययन के लिए हमारे महाविद्यालय में आते हैं। और महाविद्यालय में काफी कार्यक्रमों का आयोजन अलग अलग विभागों के द्वारा किया जाता है, ताकि ग्रामीण इलाकों में रहने वाले जो छात्र हैं उनको अपने जीवन में इनोवेशन काउंसिल सेल का ज्यादा से ज्यादा लाभ हो सकेगा। इसीलिए महाविद्यालय के मेरे सभी सहयोगी खास तौर पर इसके लिए प्रयास करते हैं, और जब भी कभी मैं उनको किसी समारोह के बारे में, आयोजन के बारे में आदेश देता हूं तो तुरंत वे समारोह का आयोजन करते हैं। सर, आपने काफी सेंटर में काम किया है, आपके पास अनुभवों की काफी पूंजी है। मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आज इस राज्य स्तरीय वेबिनार के जरिए हमारे महाविद्यालय में जितने भी छात्र और मेरे सहयोगी सम्मिलित हुए हैं उनको काफी आपके विचारों का लाभ हो जाएगा। मैं महाविद्यालय की ओर से फिर एक बार आपका स्वागत करता हूं, और आपने अपना कीमती समय देकर आज हमारे छात्रों को लाभान्वित करने का जो फैसला किया है इसके लिए आपको धन्यवाद भी देता हूं। और राज्य स्तरीय वेबिनार के लिए मैं महाविद्यालय की ओर से बधाई देता हूं, आयोजकों को बधाई देता हूं, और मेरे चंद शब्दों को यहाँ विराम देता हूं। धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you, sir. I heartily welcome PC Reddy sir and request to today's renew guest PC Reddy sir to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
First of all, I should thank the staff, the principal, and my dear friend Jadhav sir. We have just met once, and he has taken lots of information regarding me, and honored me to be with you on this webinar. I really feel that this is a good opportunity to talk and present myself to you, and this is a unique opportunity that I should say that I am posted here to talk about myself and my experiences, which is a very rare occasion. Generally, we speak about some technical achievements as well as technical things going on in the market, in the industries, and world across the world. But this is a unique opportunity where I am hosted to speak about myself and my experiences technically. So, in short, I would like to introduce myself again. I have been into the field of electronics right from the age of 14. Took interest in electronics because of few highly qualified and highly practitioners of electronics. Then these people inspired me to get into electronics. Working on initially started off with small experiments with electronic components, then working on some small projects, small achievements. Then an opportunity knocked at my door to work on something needed for the society. That was the first need that came in was power inverter, that is due to power cuts, frequent power cuts during those days. This is something around 92, 93, 1992, 93, these years. Then, I should say, innovation has come true because it holds good when we talk about necessity is the mother of invention. I'm not that big to say to stand myself beside those great man's words, but still, the activity that I did was almost similar to the words. So the first success of inverter has given a liking to commercial part of the technical solutions. Otherwise, my first venture out was to help out diploma students with a small project. During those days, once again, during those days, it was a highly needed thing. That is water level controller. So it was a simple water level controller. They got excited to work with me as well as on the unique project. It was successful. So this is these things in the presentation, year-wise, how I achieved each and every project and implemented for the society. So let me talk. Let me start sharing the PPT. Can you see the slide?
Hello. Hi, Reddy sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, one request, you can also mix some Hindi and English both, okay?
Okay.
Because our BA students are also there. So they are somehow aware of Hindi and both you can mix.
Okay. I'll do
Yes.
that.
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay.
Can you see these slides, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Slides are
Yeah.
visible. No issues.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir. You can start, sir.
Yeah. This is the company Interleaved Multidisciplinary Research Center. This is a company I started in 19. So this is a company which is into development of products for industry and defense, maybe for labs. This holds something like a research center. It's a research center for industries in and around Hyderabad. Later on, it has become in such spread up across the state and across the country. I'm getting inquiries as well as orders for development of products from other places also, other parts of the country also. So this company is hosted with technical strengths of my own as inception into industrial product development from the year 1990. Yeah, my strengths are embedded systems, which I use different types of furnaces, microchip. I'm into power electronics. I develop products required to handle power. Standing an example of UPS, inverters, SMPS, chargers, and power control units. Maybe sometimes it goes into the field of automobile, that is electric vehicles. They're called as EVs. So I worked on power electronics also in my career. So I'm able to handle power electronics also. That way, I started off my career with power electronics. As I said, in '92, I did with power inverter of 300 watt capacity, which was the need of the hour during those days for every home. I could do it and supply it, as well as modify it to some extent where a common man, a poor man also can easily use it, easily purchase it and use it. And automation, factory automations, system automations, requirements of industries. So we can handle, I handle all these things. Coming to instrumentation of electronics, that is, I make instrumentation like weighing scales, medical equipment, measurement systems like watt, voltage, current, frequency, power. These are all coming under the roof of instrumentation. Metering. So next is, as electronics is emerging field from the years 1996 onwards. This has given taste to work on automotive electronics. My specialization, that is not academically, my specialization in a sense, my special interest into the technology has emerged looking into automotive engines, automotive gearing systems, automotive body lines. And the drives, differentials. So these things have come into my line of interest because they lack lots of electronics during those days. Say, let me talk about in 90s. We never had any electronics in the car. So my estimation was we could develop an automatic gearing system for the existing gearbox. The steering, oil oil-fed power steerings were available, but was used only for trucks. But I could do it for Maruti 800 also, the smallest vehicle of those days. So automotive electronics also comes into my account. Solar energy. Once again, this comes into alternate power sources. So solar energy in two forms. That is sun energy converted into electricity. Second one, sun energy converted into heat. So both I'm able to handle. So I can call solar energy is also into my account. Very peculiarly, I've taken interest into Yajurveda, especially Yajurveda in Vedas. So this Yajurveda comes from the science of Vedas. That is, most of the technologies that we see today are already scripted in Yajurveda. They are in Sanskrit, and I personally do not have grip on Sanskrit or understanding of Sanskrit. I have a set of people who can describe the things to me and explain me, make understand what the meaning of the slokas. So I usually work on Vedas, the slokas, to extract into a technology. See, something like coming to an example, my taste on Vedic mathematics started in 2015. It was it was just a it was just happening when I was sitting with a gentleman who was working on Vedic mathematics. So when he talked about Vedic mathematics, when he was explaining someone the way of converting, finding square of a number, and I found that it is purely logical and not mathematical. So logically, a person can do it much faster than mathematical method because there isn't any counting, calculations, intervention time. This has given a door open towards the thought of implementing such thing into computing systems. The easiest computing system that I could handle and come out was microcontroller. I could program a microcontroller with Vedic mathematic method of finding square of a number. That has given a result, but I did not recognize whether it is doing good or how. What is the change? What is the difference between any other methods? So when I tested it with other computing systems and mathematical methods as well as Vedic mathematics method in microcontrollers and other computing systems, the Vedic mathematics method in microcontroller did the fastest giving out result of square of the number much faster than a dedicated calculator. So that has given me a taste to dig out Yajurveda and implement in real life. So to implement in real life, I need an attachment of microcontrollers, which I already have it. So Yajurveda and microcontrollers are able to do well. This is a tie. Military products. So I'm well versed with the standards of military. That is, one is MIL STD 461 standards. Then second one is JSS Penta 5, IEC standards, CPCB norms. So with these things, when a person knows all these things thorough, you will be the product that you are going to do, considering these standards, will be a rugged system and can work in any type of climate, area, or altitudes. In any altitude, it should be able to work. I'll give one small example of the altitude problem and how I could solve it. It comes into CPCB norms. The CPCB norms is so when a diesel generator set is used in general areas like your college, your city, or Hyderabad, or any place, it definitely does good, definitely performs well. But the problem arises when it goes to higher altitudes. What happens with when in higher altitudes? Oxygen levels are less. So when it breathes, when it inhales air, it extracts oxygen and then burns the fuel at the piston. Now, problem is when there is less oxygen, how could a generator survive? That is a big problem. So I could find out a small solution for this. I could make one ozone generator. Ozone generator takes oxygen from air, converts into ozone, and pumps it out. So this ozone, when heated, it becomes oxygen. What I did is I pumped air into a chamber, converted that into ozone using arcing method, Nikola arcing method, then released that gas into the air filter of the engine, diesel engine, which carried ozone till that point, and once the temperature of the body raised, then the thing got converted into oxygen, which was able to supply continuous oxygen, and the generator could do well in those conditions also. Otherwise, when there is a requirement of 10 kVA generator, you should be able to put around at least 15 kVA generator, which is so this problem was solved. Products that I developed: online UPS 30 kVA. My life started with this is in the industry. The personal thing, personal development till then, that is during academic times. Enjoyed with it, but when it came to professional life, this was the 30 kVA UPS was my first product, which came to life in I think 99 December. This was for Enertech UPS Limited, Pune. So next is form from power electronics. This is a special requirement of telecom. It's a SMPS rack featured where the 25 amps modules are inserted, removed. I mean parallel operation of the thing, hot standby system. So these things are required according to the specifications given by TEC. So I could achieve that. So this comes into my account. This is from Digital Electronics. It's a product called digital speedometer. We have this very common in our two-wheelers and four-wheelers now. It's very common now, but this I did it during 2001, I think, if I'm right. So this was a product made for railways. So this could show the display could show fuel gauge, kilometers run, trip meter, the twin beam headlight, and the gear position. So these things were given in the thing. It was a simple product, but it was in a big demand, so I could enter into the thing. I can call this automotive product. So this is another automotive product. This I called it e-governor, electronic governor. Otherwise, there is VAT governor in any automobile, that is diesel engines. VAT governor itself is heavy, consumes lots of energy, and then efficiencies. All the losses and bring in heavy efficiency into the performance of vehicle. It has clicked when during the takeoff it could show the difference between VAT governor and e-governor. In the introduction of itself, that is e-steer. E-steer is electronic steering for cars. Generally, electronic steering is power steering is generally the concept, which was then used for trucks and heavy vehicles, and industry used to talk. Power steering is a concept for heavy vehicles, but why not? My question was, why not for small vehicles? I emerged out into this field, then worked on it, attached it to a small vehicle, Maruti 800. It was successful. The journey was very comfortable. Then I picked up few students from engineering college. This was in Pune. I think, if I'm right, it should be in the year 99. So the students worked on it. Then it was implemented in vehicle. It was shown in some exhibitions also. So this was an achievement. So my accounts go into automotive electronics also. And now coming to this is a standalone system, AMF controller. AMF is automatic changeover against mains failure for generators. DG set. DG set is diesel generator set. Power to the load. Then when power fails, then it switches off the mains as well as starts the engine, puts the load onto the generator, runs it till power is retrieved. So this type of thing is achieved using AMF controller. Otherwise, AMF was a concept which was a big unit. It was heavy, highly priced, and it was dumb thing, no display. So I changed the scenario of the thing by giving soft keys, display with full information of performance of the diesel generator set. So this was an achievement. Next is in the instrumentation field, crane weighing. When you pick up something from when you pick up a bag and sack, something like, and then you raise it high, you should be able to get the display. This was a requirement in the industry, so had to develop this while I worked with weighing scales, manufacturing of weighing scales. Next one was tank weighing. So these tanks, these tanks are oil tanks or crude oil tanks. These tanks are fitted with the weighing scale. They are continuously monitored. Then whenever oil is dropped into it or removed from it, monitoring of weight of the liquid, that is oil, has to be given to the system as well as displayed, monitored. And these functions I could give on tank weighing system. It was totally a different concept of
Hello. त्यांचं connection हे झालं. Hello, sir. Reddy, sir. Hello. Hello.
हा मॅडम, नेटवर्क कनेक्शन जरा पोर असेल सरांकडे.
ओके.
थोडा वेळ वाट बघा.
डिस्कनेक्ट झालंय सर वाटतं.
सर डिस्कनेक्ट झाले त्यामुळे मॅडम 76 झाले.
kind of వచ్చింది వైఫై
थांबा म्हणतात सर.
దీని నుంచా?
Hello, madam. हॅलो चेक मॅडम. हॅलो.
बोला.
हा सरांना मी मेसेज केलाय, तिकडे पॉवर ऑफ झाल्यामुळे प्रॉब्लेम आलाय जरा. जॉईन होत आहेत.
झालंय, जॉईन झालंय.
No, no.
ओके 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 ओके.
Yeah, I'm continuing again. So this was once again from the same company, Instrumentation Electronics for Caron Instruments. This is an oil filling machine. As usual, challenging thing for me was in this. Most of the sorry, I mean to say, there was one company which was manufacturing such kind of oil filling machines, which is SA from Bangalore. They were charging the thing for around 4 to 4.5 lakh. So the sales was pretty good and the margins were low, but still they were able to now do some business. Now, when I saw the their system, I could analyze that I could do much better. And my target was, when theirs was 4 lakh, I wanted to do it at around 25,000. So generally my challenges are from the point of the cost, to cut the cost. So I explained this to my director. In that time it was, I think, 2011. So I said, I'll be able to do it at 25,000. Will you invest? So he said, 25,000 is not a matter. Please go ahead. And I could do it. There were number of achievements in this. One is from the mechanical side, the dispensing of oil without a bubble entering into it. So this is one thing. An accuracy level of I could achieve up to 1 gram plus or minus, where they was able to do 5 grams plus or minus. And this is definitely at 25,000 and less than. It was less than at less than 25,000. So to make it reach 25,000, I had to add it, operate on solar, and without the without solar energy, for 3 days it could run continuously. So this was my achievement, and where the SA, when there is power failure, it used to fail, it used to stop. Mine did not. So this was my achievement. Yeah, this is another achievement. It was for aeronautical electronics. That is, this is a wing of a flight. So while a flight moves over the wing, there are some pressure points. Need to measure them in real time, access them, then control the wing. So this I could achieve using simple microcontrollers, where my competitors were trying to use ARM processor and high-end processors. So I used some 12 basic microcontrollers and achieved it, which was costing 6 times less than those of the other competitors. My pricing and their pricing was in a difference of 6 times. So this, I call it my achievement. Once again, for defense, you know, there is a tank called T-90. Probably you must be knowing it. India uses T-90 tank. So this was targeted to operate unmanned. That is, it should be able to move on remote control for 20 kilometers, and beyond that, after losing the signal, it has to autonomously move and destroy the enemy tanks or enemies, then return back to the point where signal is available, then take the command. So such kind of application was developed on T90 tank. This was a big achievement. This was, I think, in 2008. This is a UPS, DC UPS, once again for defense. This was done in 2012 for one company, ICOM Tele Limited. So this is this I can claim this is the thinnest. That is, you can see the height. It's very small. It's hardly 88 mm. So it could charge a battery as well as load the plant and run it for depending upon battery backup. So this is an achievement because at this size I could make 1500 watt. Yeah, this is another big achievement. This is the air conditioner for defense, which is used for shelter. That is equipment shelters and operational shelters, which are used in warheads. So this is in competition to 3 companies which are manufacturing this thing. This is Das Hitachi, then TAT, and another Israeli company is there. TAT is an Israeli company, and totally 3 companies. Sidwal is the third one. Sidwal is from Punjab. TAT is from Israel. Then Das Hitachi from New Delhi. So these 3 companies used to manufacture air conditioners for shelters, and they used to cost around at least minimum of 4.5 lakh per unit. So my target was, it should be able to, and it had good number of problems. That is, when in defense, what they do is they give jerk test, bump test, they throw it, sandblast it. It should be able to sustain high temperatures. It should be able to sustain all these things, but they had those problems because major problem with it was the compressor. If you shake a compressor, it goes into halt condition. They had to pad it with rubbers and make it run. But still, if there were any shock, it still had that problem, and you used to halt for a few minutes. So to go beyond this, I wanted to implement my own method. Once again, the challenge. This challenge was to remove all these things as well as control the cost. So people talked about commenting, only one is possible. You cannot do both. There lies the challenge. Then that becomes my product. Now, what was my method? I said simple. Such kind of compressors. It's the problem of compressor. This kind of compressors are readily available. We can use that. So people were confused. How is it possible when it was available? How did you not implement? I said it is already used in vehicles, cars, buses, all the moving mobile units, AC, air conditioners. So same unit I can use, which has already served for 25 years and more. It's able to do now. And it has sustained all types of temperature, dust, mud, water, and all types of jerks. That is, while running, it has taken all the bounces, it has toppled, still it has done well, and it is able to do it. So when you have the product ready with you, assemble it, test it, and push it into the market. That was an easy cakewalk. I said, okay, now get all these things, we'll start working. We did it. We took around 4 months to make it. We developed it and it is launched. My product cost was hardly 80,000 rupees in comparison to 4.5 lakh of the same capacity with problem solved. Yeah, this is another unique achievement in this. It's a retractable mast of 18 meters. Two types were there, 9 meter one is and 18 meter is another. Almost all defense companies, defense products making companies had refused to make this with the specification given by defense. Challenging thing here was the unit which is used for panel, used for controlling the thing had a particular dimension in the spec, but with that spec, it was not possible for any other company. I went out with a unique thought and could achieve it. My thought was to use a DC motor of 180 volts and use a transformer of 60 volts, then connect them in 3 bus, that is 230 minus 60, and give it to the motor after rectification. So simple, very simple thing. So my control panel got reduced in size because of the transformer. The trick, whatever power capacity required for the motor is given, but with a strategy. Because of the strategy, the thing was successful. So this was an achievement. This is another 1500 watt AC to DC converter for military, a unique application, a very simple product. Once again, in the market, there was a challenge to make it slim, that is height. This I could make it at 55 mm height. This was another achievement. Yeah, this is a recent development. This is a product. It's a strategic power bank. You know, we use power banks for our mobile phones. What do we get from it? We can charge it using mobile charger and take the charge from its USB port to charge our phones. In this application, we have a lithium-ion battery. Lithium-ion battery is able to give 2 USB ports, where you can charge the battery, mobile phones. Then it gives out a variable output, that is 1.2 volts to 25.6 volts, which is their requirement to charge their radio sets. Then next one is to give out LED lighting, 2 LED lightings. Next is 230 volts 100 watt DC for their equipment. Next is to charge a vehicle, something like four-wheeler, maybe car, jeep, something like that. Its battery should be charged from the lithium-ion battery of the internal of this cabinet. Then as well as charge this internal battery from the vehicle battery. So I could give it from the same single port, circular connector, and charge the thing. It should be able to be charged using solar panels. It should be able to be charged from mains. It should be able to be charged using a hand crank, which you can see a small shaft on top of the cabinet. So this has a display where it gives parameter display, operational status. This total thing is waterproof and weatherproof. You can dip it in water, nothing will happen. Since it is not closed fully and not screwed, you are able to see the, a crack in the front. The lid is not totally closed. So this was a photograph taken just before screwing it up. So this is another achievement just a few days back, around 1 week back. This is delivered to the defense people. They are testing it and using it. It's doing good job. It has earned a good. Yeah. In this thing again, another achievement here is the pricing. When people quoted 1,50,000 and above, I quoted this 67,000 rupees, and I got this order. As well as another achievement here is size of the thing, height. Once again, the height they were able to do at 300 mm. Others were able to do at 300 mm, 200 mm. I could do it at 55 mm. So this is another achievement. As I told you, the shelters, how they look like, I worked on the shelters, the electrical part, the electronics, the communication, the automation of the shelters. You can see here the racks which are equipped with the electronic systems, functional for a particular application. You can see the monitors, strict monitors. Here there are power equipment which give power to the total shelter, as well as for the equipment. You can see this skeleton of the shelter, which looks like this, and this is padded with aluminum to close it. They have a door, a window, or something like that, and then equipment inside. You can see the equipment installed on the walls of the shelter. So total design, the mechanical part of it, the electronics inside, the electrical inside, the communication inside, the automation, everything done single-handed. I had to work on some smart security systems for ATMs, banks, and some applications. So this security system was without a camera installed in it. This doesn't take any camera, but using sensors, security is provided. Cost is very low because there are no cameras, no recording system, but still it still secures the ATMs, banks, and for any application. This is one small, I can't call it an achievement. As the market needs, I had to develop this. It's a automatic touch-free hand sanitizer dispenser. When you put your hand at the bottom, it dispenses sanitizer liquid. This is a very common thing now after the corona has invaded the world. So this is one small thing which comes under digital electronics. So my achievements, my personal achievements in international paper publications. In a span of 3 months, I published 6 papers. So first paper is fuzzy logic control digital engine governor. So this is along with my guides, PhD guides. This is another fuzzy logic power drive and regenerative braking system for HEVs. HEV is hybrid electric vehicle. This is to generate a sine wave in a very simple way. This paper I did it with along with my son, who is doing now he is in 12th. This is a paper, smart redundant electronic energy delivery electric vehicle interface. It's a long thing, right? There's a poetic way of presenting this title. see, I've been doing these papers. I've been doing the legal part of my profession, achievements, many things are there. So my wife asked me once, like, why don't you put my name in the paper? Without working on it, how could I put it? I said, then fine, okay, I'll do it. Let me come out with a poetic way and name a paper on your name, right? So I said, it's a smart, redundant electronic energy delivery electric vehicle interface. That's you. So she got confused. Then I cracked it out. Every letter of each word, every first letter of each word stands her name. Sreedevi, Sridevi is her name. So I named it in this way, meaning it for the purpose. So this is, now I would like you to recognize that a poet is there in my one of my achievements also. Next one is fuzzy logic control on ancient Indian mathematically derived SPWM. So this is a sine wave PWM generation, and then controlling it was definitely a big task using microcontroller, but it was possible when I used the ancient Indian mathematically derived SPWM. That was done by sine wave was defined by Bhaskara I of 6th century. I used his method and achieved the generation of sine wave as well as controlling of sine wave. Both were possible. So myself and my son worked on it when he was in 11th standard. We could achieve. Experimental results are also there in the thing, and then we published it. Here is the thing you can see. And this is another, presently with audio systems we use MP3. So MP3 still is large in size, and compared to wave file, MP3 has deficiency in its quality comparatively. So my achievement here was using Vedic concepts. A compression, audio compression was implemented. This was successful. So here, myself, Dr. Suresh Babu, and Dr. T. Murali Krishna. These two are from CBIT, Hyderabad. This is the engineering college, autonomous college. Yeah, the Vedic concepts generally are extracted by Dr. Suresh Babu. This is a man who knows Veda, mathematics. He is the person who has introduced me into Vedic mathematics. So this is another achievement. As my company as such, what is myself? Concept generation, product development, cross-cutting logical solutions for the existing technologies,
0105.
cutting-edge technical solutions to compete the market, technical writing and international publications. So consultancy to whom? One is Enatech UPS Limited Pune, Canon Instruments Hyderabad, Samhita Technologies Hyderabad, Sapient Technologies Hyderabad, Accord Power Conversions Private Limited Hyderabad, ICOM Tele Limited Hyderabad, Adi Shankara Group of Gudur, Isavasa Technologies Hyderabad, VR Electronics Hyderabad. These are the companies which are into my account where I support them technically. These are their company logos. And industries, linking the industries to the institutions, that is colleges, universities. So Chetan, CBIT, Chaitanya Bharati of Technology, Hyderabad, CBIT, MGIT, Adi Shankara Group of Institutions, Gudur, Vidya Jyoti Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, Anurag College of Engineering, Hyderabad. Anurag College has become Anurag University now. It's a dedicated university. So I am linking industry to this institution. You can contact me on 94404574 or my email ID. This is the company logo. And I would like to describe how I could enter. As I told you, let me call myself product design and development from concept execution. What is Peter Reddy? How he has evolved? I would like to show you the evolution of Reddy. It was in 1984. I was in 5th standard. I was encouraged to work on small projects as any child does for his school. I mean, science fairs, exhibitions, such things. So I got an encouragement to work on real-time projects, real-time products. So I could make, general requirement mixer grinder. I could achieve. Thermally rotated air projection display. This is a new concept. Rotated on map. Solar heat concentrator. So solar heat concentrator was a big achievement, and it hit the exhibition like anything. It earned big name to me. This was in 5th standard. In 6th standard, I worked on barometer, anemometer, a model of the school, our school, a working model of dam, and a binocular, a very powerful binocular which I could achieve a view from almost 2.5 kilometers. So in 84, which I did personally without encouragement of the school and my father encouraged me to work on these things and learn the things. Interest in automobile came from him. So I used to adjust, repair the motorcycle, the bikes, the cars. So that way, small updates in my technical contributions, painting. In repairing the vehicle, to identify the defects, carburetor cleaning, spark plug cleaning. So this has given me, how I entered into the technical field. Work itself has taken me into the field. So in 7th standard, I could do those things. In same year, my own concept of making things in this I could say I could make potato grafting. This comes into that. I could enter into this also. I could make a battery using papaya leaves. Yeah, this. So that was when we were in Karnataka, Gadag. My father was transferred from Gadag to Nipani, which is very near to Kolhapur, 37 kilometers from Kolhapur. I like that place very much because I learned a lot from people, as well as learned a lot from the culture of the people. The introduction of electronics has come in then during 87. It should be when I was in 8th standard. When I was in 9th standard, I guided with the water level controller for diploma students. This was the highest that I could say during that time. Then, during those days, there was a big craze for audio deck systems, amplifier deck. I could work on, 4 types of decks, amplifiers, all these things, but one here, all these 3 are existing even date till date. This has gone out of the market. This is still existing, and some people try to use it. It's not of that big use now. Another achievement here was mobile gobar gas unit built on bullock cart. So there was a bullock cart lying there, old bullock cart. It was my grandfather's friend. Then I borrowed it. He used drums, then put cotton into it, generated gas. The bullock cart used to go around and then give the gas to people around wherever there is requirement. Just for fun, and that has given some commercial touch, just a commercial touch with small payments, not used for my purpose but for feed of the bulls. So just for fun. And that was in 9th standard. When as I grew, technology in me has been growing, and then I've been adopting new things, new requirements. So these things have come in. These are a few are for the society, and few are for my own purpose. A snack used to trouble us during our stay. So I made a snake catcher using some sticks and rope, so that could do the job, and it could catch the snake. Then it was dispensed into some other forest. So we were free from it. So creative things, creative thoughts I get and implement. So 92 was a time where I started working on inverter, 150 watt inverter. That was successful. Then I worked on sine wave inverter, 150 watt. This was also a big success. But sine wave inverter was not finding an application. So it went into dustbin. Later on, it came out when from the junk when there is requirement of around 30 kV. So I use the same technique in thing. Next was in 93 an achievement on 300 watt inverter. It had its own the same transformer used to work as a battery charger. So this was one big another achievement. Cost was cut, economy was brought in. Even a common man was able to purchase it. And you can note, 1993, you never had a 2.1 home theater system, but I made it during 93 itself. 2.1 home theater system of 120 watt. So as it went, and this all these projects have come. These projects totally come to 550 projects to date. You can see 98 some projects, then 99. You can see so many projects. In 2000, from 2000 onwards, 99 onwards, they were totally commercial projects working for companies. So these are commercial products. There are some personal projects also, which are for my own purpose or my friends or friend circle, someone. 2004 and 2005. Yeah, you can see 2006 T90 tank automation, and I said it is in 2008. It was done in 2006 itself. And solar inverter of 650 VA to 3 kVA during 2006. These are totally, commercial products which are still in the market, running very well. Here in this, during these years, I made one achievement, that is one Kubota generator. Kubota generator set for mill application. Actually, Kubota, which comes from Japan, doesn't do well for defense. There is high altitude as well as high temperatures. So I achieved it by changing some parts, and that was able to do. It was tested, it was approved, then it was given. So that part is the crank. The crank had changed, and then this is able to do it. You have any questions, you can ask, or if you want to share a few things, you can just tell me.
Thank you, sir. Very inspiring talk. And any question from student side? Okay, so there is no question. So I would like to call upon Dr. Vijaya Lakshmi ma'am to express the vote of thanks.
Very nice talk, sir. On behalf of the organizing team, it's my privilege to propose vote of thanks on this occasion. My heart fills with lots of gratitude and respect for our distinguished guest speaker, PC Reddy sir, for not only sparing their invaluable time for us to grace this occasion, but also for enlightening, enlightening the journey towards innovators. Today's our speaker, PC Reddy sir, talked on my story, motivational session as a successful innovator. As his biodata speaks all about him, words are not enough to define his inventions and production. His strength in designing products, its conception to execution in innovative way. It's very inspirational and useful for our students regarding innovative ideas and their execution. On behalf of this organizing team and our institute, I would like to thank Reddy sir and all the participants. And here I would like to conclude today's state level webinar is over here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam.
Reddy sir. Reddy sir.
Yes, sir.
I am very thankful personally because of you received my invitation and you accept my request. Once again, I thank you lot. Thank you. And in future, I would like to request you again as and when I want your help.
Definitely, sir. I'm always with you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, sir. Okay, bye, sir.
Bye.
All participants, please unmute your video. Please.
हे काउंटर पार्टिसिपेंट्स काउंटर ठीक आहे याच्यावर क्लिक
काय करायचं?
कन्वर्ट करायचं आता
केले. गेले ना सर.